What's going on? It's Geno backstage at the QYK Guitar Pull. Hello, High Valley.
Hello.
Hey.
The Rempel brothers.
That's correct.
Because I know you're from Canada. My first thought was, is it Rempel?
That'd be pretty cool.
Different times we've been introduced different ways, for sure.
I could see like Montreal Canadians, Guy Lafleur to Rempel. He shoots. You know.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rempel Stiltskin, when people tried to make fun of us growing up, that was the common move. So you can use that if you want. It'll hurt our feelings, but...
What part of Canada are you guys from?
We're from the West, Alberta.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to that side yet, but you've been, I'm sure, to the Montreal area and Toronto. And
we've been to Toronto 100,000 times.
Between Tampa and us, we pretty much have like North America covered. You know,
well, I just love Canada because ketchup chips. What is wrong with America?
I love
we
ketchup
don't
chips.
have ketchup chips.
We were literally talking about that yesterday.
Are you kidding?
Ketchup chips and Smarties. Smarties are like the good version of M&Ms.
Yeah, really good version.
I don't know if I've had those.
Well, you have not lived.
You know, like Lindor chocolates.
Oh,
like,
sure, yeah.
It's like if M&Ms were made out of that kind of chocolate.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, you got to have something to compensate for the cold weather.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm going to test your ketchup chip.
Those two things.
I'm going to test your ketchup chip credibility.
Okay.
What is the absolute best flavor? Because here's the thing. When you go to Canada, there's not just one bag of ketchup chips.
No.
There's like 18 different varieties of
That's
ketchup
easy.
chips.
That's
the
easy.
brand? What
Old
brand?
Dutch.
Old Dutch! He got it!
Yeah.
He got it!
I'm impressed.
Excellent.
I'm impressed that you know about it.
You guys are now the headliners.
Oh, man.
QYK Guitar Pull.
Man alive.
No, because there are different. Like America, we have a brand called Hers. They're just not as good.
Hers?
H-E-R-R-S.
Ketchup flavor?
Yeah.
Really?
But it's the
Never
only
heard of
American brand.
Yeah.
I'll be
And
sure
Lay's
to
ketchup.
check it out.
Lay's ketchup isn't really very good
No,
either.
it's not good at all.
It doesn't taste.
Did you bring any with you?
We're
by
actually
chance?
endorsed by Lay's, so we got to be careful what we say.
I like all the other Lay's chips, just not ketchup.
We were just talking about hockey, too. Of course, we're going to talk Canada. We're going to talk about hockey. How about our Tampa Bay Lightning?
Man,
First place right now.
Kucherov, yeah. Stamkos is pretty much crazy right now. We're Preds fans, you know, living in Nashville, and you guys are going to destroy us this year. It's pretty intense.
This year. We've had a lot of disappointment, but tell me the story about Steven Stamkos.
Yeah, so I'm friends with a guy named Gary Roberts who kind of tells me what to eat and how to work out and stuff.
Right.
And he trains Stamkos every year. He flies out here to Tampa to check up on him, and during the off season, Stamkos trains at his house. And we got to meet him, my wife and I, at some games in Nashville. And one time in particular after the game, it was the season when he had broken his leg, and all of Canada was wondering if he'd be back in time for the Olympics. And like you could turn on the news any day, and that's all it was about, is whether or not Stamkos' leg was healed up. And she talked to him for the longest time, and after she's like, "So who was that guy?" And I said, "Do you know how much he just loved that you hung out with him and didn't know who he was?"
Absolutely.
It was amazing.
That was like me with Phil Esposito is very popular here because he's part of the management structure of the Lightning.
Yeah.
And the first time I met him was right before I was going to move to Tampa, and he is the ambassador to Tampa of life in Tampa. I'm talking to Phil Esposito for 20 minutes, and I realized I never said a thing about hockey.
That's awesome.
Phil Esposito.
That's what they love, though, man. It's like
Changing
us.
it
We
up.
don't want you to talk to us about music at all.
We probably should.
If we could just avoid the subject.
right over there.
Shoot, yeah, the record label's in the house.
Everybody's going to know the song "Make
So
You
we've
Mine"
got a new
tonight.
album. It's
We're a band. So what else do you want to talk about?
Well, everybody's going to know the song "Make You Mine," but talk about the new music. Tell us what's coming from you guys.
Yeah, "She's With Me" is a brand new single. And where were you when when I first played it?
I was pretty sure. I am pretty sure I was in
been a long
Houston.
day.
We were at some pool, some like awesome rooftop pool in Houston, and Brad gave me his phone. He's like, "Hey, what do you think about this song that I just wrote?" And I held it up to my ear, the phone speaker, the absolute worst way to listen to a new song. And I really, really love the song, and it's at the time it was a pretty edgy song for the current High Valley sound at the time, and so I was like, man, this is awesome, but I don't know if like we can pull this off. But we loved it so much, we cut it, and the fans are loving it. It's rocking on the charts right now.
We're going to find out tonight if your fans love it or not.
We will find
It'll
out
be the
tonight.
true test.
And then after that, we'll have some ketchup chips.
Will we
Sure.
really?
Yeah,
I heard there was going to be barbecue here tonight.
Should put that in your rider, dude.
I heard there was brisket here tonight, which is what I'm excited for.
High Valley. See him tonight at the QYK Guitar Pull. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you.